To start the award ceremony,
celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack, now my mom pimps an act with me on the back.
we're gonna give out the Industry Dedication Award. Last year, we gave the Male Industry Dedication Award to Kenneth Moreau from Trichrome Technologies. And we gave Mila Jansen, the Hash Queen, the Female Industry Dedication Award.
And if you don't know, now you know.
So this year, there we go with the music off.
Where's Kay?
I feel that this is a prestigious award. I've done my best to try to make this a prestigious competition. It's been a lot of work from a lot of people, so please give them a round of applause, please. To introduce the Male Industry Dedication Award this year, I'd like to bring up the last year's Industry Dedication Awardee, Kenneth Moreau. Give him a round of applause from Trichrome Technologies.
Thank you very much, Doug, but really, who we need to thank is Dougie. This is a fucking amazing event. I was here last year and I seen the foundation. I knew what it would turn into, and it did turn into it. This is an amazing thing. It was my honor to get that award last year, but I've got chills right now just thinking about awarding this to this next gentleman. If you've smoked hash, or anybody you know has smoked hash, there's a 95% chance this man's responsible for it. The art of hashish was lost after thousands of years of production. Northwesterners really didn't know how to properly make hashish. And this is the man who brought this information to us through the book Hashish. But before that, he wrote a book on cultivation called Marijuana Botany. His current book is called Marijuana Ethnobotany. This man has dedicated his whole life to cannabis. He has traveled the world. He has done everything that you can possibly think of in the world of hashish. He is an amazing man. If you see him, buy his books, read his books. They're absolutely fucking amazing. Stop him. Give him a piece of hash, because he's responsible for the hash you make today. His name is Robert Connell Clark, and I'm just absolutely excited to give him his Lifetime Achievement Award. I've known him 20 years. He's an amazing man. Do your homework. Realize who he is. It's an amazing thing for Doug to give him this award. I'm so honored.
Wow, thank you all for being here, and thanks to Dougie and Nikki and everybody for doing this. The whole Chalice crew, this is incredible. There's so much going on here, and such a big community that's developed over the years. And I just want to thank a concept, I think, as well, and then explain a little bit of things I've seen change over the years, but I'll keep it short. That I want to thank Mother Cannabis. I'm not a very cosmic guy, I'm a scientist, but the Mother Cannabis has given me so many opportunities over the years, opportunities to do scientific things and travel and give me questions that I felt needed to be answered. And as long as she keeps presenting questions and giving us information, we're going to do okay. We have guidance. It's going to be fine. The big changes I've seen are what we smoke. In the 70s, it was all narrow leaf drug varieties, what people commonly and erroneously call sativas these days. And then the indicas came along, which are really indicas, the Afghan indicas, and changed things again. And then these hybrids, and now everybody has their cuts. That's a big change. And all the hash making techniques. The water hash thing really changed things. It taught people what glands are, what resin glands are, and how you need to work with them. And it brought about a renaissance of dry sift hash, the traditional ways of doing it. And that was all really a healthy thing for our group. And now the rosin thing, this is all in the last 6 months.
Okay, to announce the Female Industry Dedication Award, I'd like to bring Mila to the stage. Give her some love. This is my favorite woman in America right here.
God, get over here. Come on, you guys, you characters, man. You guys.
Here's Mila. Hello, show her some love.
I'm so happy to be here, and it's wonderful what Doug has done here. It's amazing, and I'm very proud to give the female award to Debbie. What's Debbie's surname? Debbie's surname. Just Debbie.
Debbie Goldsberry.
Debbie Goldsberg. This woman has done some amazing stuff here in the States, politically, as an activist. She has started one of the first dispensaries, I believe, in Berkeley, and I'm very happy to be able to give this to her, even though she's not here right now.
So we have Liana.
Okay.
She's accepting the award for Debbie. Man, show some applause here. What the f is going on? I know you're high, but this is the award ceremony, yo.
I gotta tell the story about that. Okay, hey, I'm up here to represent my cousin, Miss Debbie Goldsberry. I am Liana Held, and I could not be here today accepting her award if it wasn't for her. And I couldn't have told you these stories I'm about to tell you if it wasn't for Mila and Kenny, who is just up here. But in 1995, I started hanging out with my cousin, and I started smoking hash oil that the king of THC would make, and I wanted some of that. And when I was 17, they told me it was $250 a gram. But they told me if I got involved and I gathered more than 1,000 signatures for Prop 215, that we could change the law and we could have medical cannabis. And that they'd give me a gram of hash oil. So that the desire for that gram of hash oil led me to gather 1,000 signatures for Prop 215. One year was 1998, and I did this layover where I stopped in Amsterdam, and I had 8 hours, and I took the train to Mila's shop because my friend Kenny had told me about using water to separate hashish. I went to Mila's shop here because I've been hanging out with my cousin Debbie, and I'd met so many cool people. And I learned about separating hash, and I bought the bags, and I hopped on a flight to New Delhi, where I had a bunch of mule men. Here we go. Where I had a bunch of mule men and a guide and a helper help pick me up, and where we walked through the Himalayas. Our journey started where the conflux where the Himalayan mountains start, and we picked up all the fields of cannabis that were left over, and we put all that cannabis in a burlap sack. I was the only person, I was the woman in charge of the trip, I was the only guest. And then I told these guys we needed a day of rest, and the only thing in my contract was I needed a 5-gallon bucket. Because if in 1998 you ever used Mila's parachute bags, you needed a 5-gallon bucket to make the best water hash that you can make. And so on our day of rest that was written into my contract, we stopped in the fields and I grabbed that material from the burlap sacks, and I grabbed those parachute bags, and I found some glacier, melted glacier in the ice, and I sat down and I made myself some hash. Legalized cannabis in 2016 again.
Chalice. Thank you so much. So the next award is the Pendant Award. It's real fast here. I had all the glass blowers where we take pride in having this festival incorporate glass art, and all my friends that blow glass, and I'm so proud to throw this for them, so give them a round of applause right now, please. Here's D-Rec to give out the award.
Yo, what up, everybody? What up, cannabis and glass lovers? Thank you all for coming out. Let's all thank Doug for giving us the opportunity to get together and enjoy each other's presence and getting high and whatnot. So, real quick, time is of the essence. I just wanted to say we got a bunch of amazing glass artists that were representing themselves in the Glass Village, and they did all contribute a pendant to the event. And without delay, the winners are, in third place is Laceface. She's not here, so we love her. Give it up for Laceface real quick. She gets $250. And in second place is Paco. He made a dope-ass Chalice fucking pipe piece pendant. Something Mr. T would have to wear because his chest is so large. And then finally, in first place, drum roll. This man represents one of the most righteous Zen attitudes in the entire glass game. He was sitting over there peacefully reading his book, not even missing a beat the entire weekend. His name is Bishop. Everybody give it up. His pendant is amazing. Give it up for Bishop. It was a no-brainer. All right, so once again, everybody, thank you very much. Bishop gets $1,000 for that fucking sick pendant, and everybody, you rock. You are all part of this. We appreciate your presence here.
Bronson's up next, and then we finish the awards after that, and then it's Sound Tribe Sector 9 to set this shit off. Respect.